Hello again, Christine Forbes here, wife of seriously injured worker Lorne Forbes. So we're just going to continue on with the new letter that Lorne received, or that is dated September 10th, 2008. To date, Mr. Forbes, you have been provided with 82 weeks of vocational rehabilitation allowances for return to work planning purposes. Given the length of time that has already been devoted to planning and the lack of an agreed upon return to work goal, this letter is to inform you that a baseline plan has been developed for you and is described in detail in this letter. So, like I said in part 1, it's not that Lorne or you guys didn't agree. It was the fact that Lorne was physically unable or was mentally unable to do what you guys were asking him to do. So either the guy is physically unable to do it, or he's not quite bright enough to perform what's required. It's not that you're not agreeing or that Lorne's being difficult, but why state it in your letter? Let's just cushion it with lies. Reword it so that, Lorne looks like a fucking ass. Fuck, you guys pissed me off, work conversation. Additionally, there are times when a worker may have a non-compensable barrier to return to work, and vocational rehabilitation may take into consideration the impact of the non-compensable barrier when developing a suitable return to work plan. This is where it's starting to get good. So, you guys know, just from the bit that, that you've watched, that Lorne has a lot of uncompensable barriers. Why? Because they don't accept anything that Lorne's physicians or treating doctors have to say, or send him, or bone scans, or reports, or x-rays. So, in your case, Mr. Forbes, you have multiple non-compensable conditions which may be barriers to return to work over and above the impact of the compensable injury itself. As such, it is not possible to take into consideration the effect of these barriers, individually or in combination, on your ability to return to work. As a result, while noting the presence of other factors that may impact your reemployment, the baseline return to work plan that has been developed for you takes into consideration only the impact of the compensable injury. God, they've got good fucking writers. They're right on their game. So, we're just going to do a little background information, and then what I'm going to do is we're going to skip the full mandate and policy crap that they fucking throw at you in these letters. We're going to just get right to the good stuff, and then we'll go back to the mandate and policy. Then we're going to pull all that apart. Have fun with that. Maybe wipe my ass with some paper before I end this video. On September 19th, 2005, while working as a self-employed drywall contractor for Designer Drywall Company Limited, you fell from some scaffolding onto cement, injuring both arms. Injuring both arms. Let's just downward that, downplay it a little bit. How about shattering both his fucking arms, assholes? The claim has been accepted for a scaphoid fracture of the right wrist and a commuted fracture of the right radial head of the right forearm and a commuted fracture of the distal radial left side and chronic pain. So this is all the board has accepted him for. Just this. The board has accepted that you are unable to return to work as a drywaller and have permanent functional limitations with respect to lifting beyond 25 pounds. So, as we all know, they shafted on his disability awards. They mention a little bit about how they did that. The issue. So the issue that his anonymous vocational rehabilitation consultant must address is, what is the extent of entitlement to vocational rehabilitation services at this time? So then, of course, for the next 5 pages, we get into nothing but fucking policy and mandate and practices and everything that they're allowed to do. Transform, conform, rewrite, whatever. And we're just going to get into the good stuff. Okay, so, just give me a second here to get, more mandate and policies. Let's just get to the facts. And then we'll get to the mandate and policies, because that's about 4 pages of bullshit out of an 8-page letter. So the facts. The facts that have been reviewed and considered as relevant evidence in making decisions include: okay, This is going to get really good. So, you have a permanent functional impairment at 24.92% of total disability. You have a permanent functional limitation of no lifting beyond 25 pounds, which precludes return to work to your pre-injury job as a drywaller or to an alternative job as a beadman. Permanent accommodation at phase 2 of the occupational process was ruled out with your pre-injury employer. Your approved long-term wage loss that we enjoyed fucking you on because you had to drop it in order to proceed with the WCAT is a mere $35,924.40 gross per year. You have completed grade 10. Your primary occupation for the past 14 years has been a self-employed contract drywaller. You have also work experience in logging, roofing, framing, and silviculture. You were a self-employed contractor offering a silviculture business. You previously undertook but did not complete training for graphic design, digital 3D, and computer animation. You are accepted into the above post-secondary training without the need for extensive academic training. So what they're saying is the new offer that they're offering here, which I haven't quite got to yet, doesn't require anything other than really a grade 10, and you'll know why after. It'll get good. So, consideration has been given to upgrading your computer skills as above. However, this goal has been ruled out. It is determined that you require skill upgrading in order for you to access a suitable job post-injury. So either way, Lorne requires some upgrading. Okay. Your non-compensable barriers, which may or may not have an impact on your ability to access suitable work, including, so this is the good stuff. Your non-compensable barriers, which may or may not have an impact on your ability to access suitable work, including withdrawal of your driver's license for medical reasons in 2007. It is unknown whether this is a temporary or permanent condition. Okay. Lorne didn't withdraw his license. It was taken away by the Department of Motor Vehicles. You guys have that information. However, it is noted that for some jobs, a valid driver's license is a requirement. A prior criminal record dating back to 1989, which may or may not have a barrier to jobs that require bonding. However, you do have the option to apply for a pardon, which would remove this barrier, and I have included detail on information with this letter as to how you can apply for a pardon. Always thinking they are. Complex regional pain syndrome. CRPS. Ding, 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 ding. Reported limitations with respect to standing, walking, assuming awkward positions, rotating torso, and reaching for a sustained basis. Use of narcotic prescription medications, myocardial infractions. So, the decision. I'm going to actually stop this one right here. We're just going to stop this one. I know I'm only at 8 minutes, but we're going to stop this. And then we're going to go on to the decision in video part 3. So thank you again for watching. Stay tuned. As my husband and self-proclaimed nasty man, and I'm sure other men out there, are going to have a lot to say about this. So thank you again. Bye-bye from the Forbes house.